back here to Southern Illinois University Carbondale. Here it's the Banterra Center, newly named Banterra Center here recently. And now we're going to get to the starting lineups. But first, let's take a look at how each team got here. First, for the Knights of Mater Dei, Breese Mater Dei, they beat Hillsboro 80-48 to move on. We're in their regional semi. And they also beat Breese Central in the regional. And then in the sectional, they beat Teutopolis. And then to win the sectional, they beat Alton Marquette. Now their starters here are going to start with number 3, Jacob Schadegg is one of their starters, 5'10 senior. Also have number 5, Grant Goebel. Also have in their starting lineup, Mitchell Haake, they're number 25. Well, you got the other starters for them?
Number 14, Caleb Zurliene. Did you get him, a 6'6 senior?
And you also got number 10 in the starting lineup, Zach Napovanice. Or not, that's Napovanice, rather. And now the starters for the Murphysboro Red Devils. They come into this game 27-7, following a win at the Hamilton County Sectional over the Nashville Hornets. That was a big-time win here for this team. They'll look to continue their winning ways. Their starting lineup is going to include number 11, Desmond Clark. He's a 5'11 senior guard. Also have number 12, Jamar McZeek for their starters. Number 14, Jaquan Jackson. And rounding out their starters is going to be number 25, Calvin Clemens. He's standing at just 5'7". He's a sophomore, but he is lightning quick. And their kind of small ball, big guy, if you will, is number 43, Jameer Frazier. So their starting lineup is Desmond Clark, Jamar McZeek, Jaquan Jackson, Calvin Clemens, and Jameer Frazier. To get to this point, they've won 10 of their last 11, beating DuQuoin in the regional semi. They beat Pinckneyville in the regional championship by 2. That was a big upset.
Yeah, last second shot, and I mentioned a big upset win over a state-ranked Pinckneyville team at their regional championship.
And then at the Hamilton County Sectional, they beat Mount Carmel, and of course the win over Nashville by double digits in the sectional championship game. This should be a fun matchup here, no doubt. And I mentioned Jameer Frazier, the 6-foot senior, is kind of the big guy for Murphysboro. That just describes kind of the style they like to play. He's just quick and just as a tough team to stay in front of.
Yeah, a very similar match to what they had last Friday against Nashville. They're undersized, but their athleticism and their quickness really makes up for it. And we'll see how that fares against these Knights from Mater Dei.
So it's Murphysboro in the white uniforms and Mater Dei in the blue uniforms. The tip is won by Breese Mater Dei. They're going to start with the basketball. Running point for them is Jacob Schadegg. He swings it over here to Grant Goebel as they look to get this one underway. Right side back to Goebel, nearly turned over here on the first possession. Get a little dribble handoff. They get it back to Schadegg. Here on the left side now, into the corner. Back and forth, thinking about a 3. Now they're going to dribble it out. That was Napovanice thought about it. Still have it on the perimeter here. Right side now, Goebel. He gets a screen. Trying to go inside, now back out. Driving is Napovanice, kicking to the baseline. Tough defense inside so far. A nice dish on the attack, and the lay-in is good for Breese Mater Dei to start this one out. It's Mitchell Haake getting the scoring started.
Very patient trip there for Mater Dei, slowing down against this Murphysboro defense that wants you to slow down. It's going to be first one of 20 wins. This is going to be a slow-paced ball game.
Trying to get that one inside was Jamar McZeek. Had it deflected, a kick ball. It'll be out of bounds to Murphy.
Talk about how Murphy, they just love to kill some time and then hit you with a step back 3 or a quick drive to the basket. We'll see how this Mater Dei defense can do when they have to play defense for 30 seconds, a minute, 90 seconds.
Quick lay-in. That could have been a goaltend, instead no call. And Breese Mater Dei will run. Triple from the left corner. Too strong. But Napovanice gets the offensive rebound. Drive inside, now kick out top. Here in the left wing. Mater Dei has the basketball up to just a minute and a half into this first quarter. Long shot is up and good. Once again, that's Mitchell Haake. He knocks down the triple, and it's 5-0 Breese Mater Dei.
What a start for the Knights. What a start for Mitchell Haake. The layup and a three-point shot.
Quick shot, no good for Murphysboro. And it's going to be out of bounds. Back to the Knights. Man, this is a good start here for Breese Mater Dei. They get a couple of stops and a couple of baskets as well. They're trying to build on the lead now.
This is the opposite of how Murphy started their game last Friday against Nashville. They got up to a big lead there in the first half. They have to worry about having to come back early. It's kind of the opposite right here. Down 5-0 here in the first couple of minutes.
Jacob Schadegg with the basketball. He's run points so far in this one. As Zurliene has it. Now right side back to Schadegg. He goes in the lane. The floater is good. And it's 7-0 Breese Mater Dei to start. The Breese Mater Dei fans are fired up. And we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
So, what's your story? Looking for a cost-effective way to begin your college career? One that's close to home? Or are you still unsure of a career direction? Here's the answer. The 4 Illinois Eastern Community Colleges. With 100 certificate and associate degrees in career and technical fields, many online and many transferable. Frontier Community, Lincoln Trail, Olney Central, Wabash Valley. 4 colleges, 1 mission. Let us help write your life story. Check us out online at iecc.edu.
Back here to Carbondale. It's the Banterra Center hosting this Super Sectional. And what a start here in the 2A Super Sectional here for Breese Mater Dei.
Yeah, defense playing well. You're hitting your shots offensively. For Murphysboro, you couldn't really ask for a much worse start. Got to get a couple of buckets here. Really got to start one position at a time. Got to get a big basket here for Murphysboro.
Needed the timeout there. Trying to just keep this one alive here early. With the basketball is Calvin Clemens. He is a quick, explosive guard. Kicks it to the corner. Now drive into the lane. Lay-in, hang no good. The follow, though, is no good as well. How about a third chance? That one no good as well. Another offensive rebound. That one no good. Blocked. That was Frazier who had his shot sent to the Breese Mater Dei bench.
And Murphysboro's getting their chances. How about the undersized guys getting some big offensive rebounds? Gotta find a way to capitalize, though, for the Red Devils.
Clemens has the basketball. 3 minutes into the ball game, still no points here for the Red Devils. And another turnover. This time, the Devils throw it to the bench of Breese Mater Dei, and the Knights will look to continue a great start.
It's been all blue and navy here in the first couple of minutes.
It's going to be Schadegg walking it across the timeline. Now out top. Another triple, this time Schadegg. No good. Offensive rebound. And Breese Mater Dei fires up another three. That one off the right side of the rim. And rebounding, a foul on the rebound. It's going to be against the Knights. They're going to get that one on Caleb Zurliene.
One thing the Red Devils got to do is box out. I know it's difficult when you run a zone defense to find your man and box him out. But in a big game like this, when Breese has the size they have and the way they've played thus far, you got to find your men and get a body on them. You can't let them get offensive rebounds.
Caleb Zurliene at 6'6", Mitchell Haake at 6'5". That's a huge disadvantage down in the low post for the Red Devils. They're attacking. Clemens, no good. The follow, no good by Frazier. And once again, scooped up by the Knights. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Knights. Lay-in, no good on the other end for Zurliene. And now the Red Devils will push it. Clemens in the lane. His lay-in is good.
Finally, Murphysboro on the board. Good job by Clemens getting the board, going coast to coast. That's what he can do. He's got the ability to get to the basket in a hurry, using the glass there.
I feel like there was a lid on the rim, or on the basket rather, there in those first few minutes. I feel like that was a big basket to finally just get something on the board. And it's just a 5-point game as the Knights will look to answer again. They have it straight away on the perimeter. Trying to get it down to the post, and they do. Lay-in for Zurliene is good.
How about the height? It's worked so far for Breese Mater Dei. Murphysboro has no answer. The tallest guy is 6'4", and he's on the bench. What are the Red Devils going to do?
Yeah, that was a good feed. And just, once Zurliene got set up, there was nothing doing there for Murphysboro. They're going to need a basket here. 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. On the right side is Jamar McZee, one of the quick, elusive guards. Now with it is Clemens out near the logo. He gets a screen trying to attack. And he'll go left side. That one deflected by Zurliene, but taken in by McZeke. Good defense here for the Knights, giving up nothing easy here in the early going.
Yeah, the Breese faithful trying to get behind their defense. Talk about them having to play defense for a long period of time.
Clemens trying to attack on Schadegg, nothing doing. He gets a pass, now gets it back as he has it out near the logo. This has been a quick first quarter. As Murphysboro looking for their second basket. They fire up a three, it's good. Jamar McZeke knocks down the triple.
That's what Murphysboro will do. They'll kill a lot of clock and get behind you and hit a big three-point shot. Did that a lot last week against Mount Carmel and Nashville. 2-possession
ball game as Schadegg has it. He gets it over to Goebel and a turnover. Murphysboro running, they've got numbers. Well, Euro step lay-in is good. Nice finish there in transition for Desmond Clark.
Just like that, a 5-0 run by the Red Devils, right back in it, down by 2.
2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Nice little answer here for Murphysboro. Now the Knights trying to add to their lead. They've led throughout so far. Here straight away with it, Grant Goebel. Now in the corner, here's Napovanice. He's looking to break him down. Now gets it over to Zurliene. 1:44 to go. Nice defensive possession this time for Murphysboro. They leave a man open. That's Schadegg hitting the jumper. Just a 2. Now quickly on the other end is Murphysboro. The shot no good. The follow no good. And a foul on the rebound. I believe that's going to be on McZeke.
And the Red Devils trying to draw fouls on the offensive end. Nothing there thus far, as there's only been one foul called on Breese Mater Dei so far in this first quarter. Red Devils not getting any help from the Stripes.
You got to give the Knights a lot of credit. They've defended the rim pretty well here to start. They lead it by 4, nearing the end of the first quarter with just 1:20 left. Schadegg going to set up the offense. He has it on the right side. Now to the left side. A fake screen. Now they get it over to Zurliene. He has the size advantage and will attack. No good. And now out in transition. Here's Murphysboro. Lay-in is no good. The follow by Clemens is good.
Good job by Clemens. Right place, right time. Getting back in transition. Nice put back there. Back to a 2-point game.
4 points in this one for Calvin Clemens, the sophomore, trying to stabilize things here. And your prediction of a low-scoring ball game is come to fruition so far here in the first quarter.
Well, 20 combined points is more than I thought there would be. I thought there'd be 20 points at halftime, but so far, so pretty slow-paced game.
26 seconds left as Zurliene has it out near the logo. Might dribble this one around for the last shot here in the first quarter. Winner moves on to Peoria in the state finals. Drive on the right side, now kick to the corner. Triple is good for Grant Goebel, the senior. Adds to the Breese Mater Dei lead, now 5. Now one last shot at the horn is good. What a shot by Calvin Clemens. The sophomore makes it just a 2-point game. Heck of a shot there at the buzzer. Makes it 14-12 as we head into the second quarter. This could be a fun one. We'll be back in 1 minute with the second quarter. Horn by Calvin Clemens makes it just a 2-point game, and a rough start I think for the Red Devils of Murphysboro, but they kind of stabilized things near the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, 9-2 Breese Mater Dei lead there in the first quarter, with the Red Devils found their group and hit some shots to get back in the ball game.
Nearly turned over on the feed inside to Clemens. Instead they get it down to Frazier. He kicks out to the 3-point line. Now left side. Triple is no good. Therefore, Jamar McZeke.
That was a great job by the Knights recovering defensively. Had a couple of guys left open, but a good job to get back, find your men, and not allow anybody to shoot an open shot.
The Knights have led throughout. They're looking to add to it here. Zurliene gets it over. Now to the corner for Goebel. Now Napovanice trying to get it inside to the big guy. That one knocked out of bounds. They're trying to feed the 6'5 junior Mitchell Haake.
How about the height advantage here for the for the Knights, and Murphysboro done a good job so far of not letting Mater Dei beat them in the paint. That's what Mater Dei's trying to do right now, is get the ball down low and use their height against this Murphysboro defense.
Murphysboro doing a nice job rotating over and not giving the easy look inside. Now they'll need another defensive stop here. Once again, it's Goebel for three. That one too strong. Murphysboro will get out and run. Lay-in transition is good. Hanging and hitting was Jaquan Jackson.
Good job by Jackson, hanging himself in the air. A nice balance of his body to hit that shot. Through the contact, no whistle. We're tied at 14.
After that 7-0 start for Breese Mater Dei, it's all tied at 14 on a little swing here. Last few minutes by Murphysboro. Here on the left side is Napovanice. He's guarded by Clemens. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Patient offense here for the Knights as Schadegg pulls up and hits the little mid-range jumper. That's a nice looking shot.
A nice shot by Schadegg off the dribble. That's a very tough off-balance shot. You don't see a lot of guys hit at this level, but a nice shot there by Schadegg.
Now Clemens looking to answer for the Red Devils. They've been able to stabilize things early. Drive inside on the right side is a jump ball, as that was a nice play for Caleb Zurliene stepping in there and just grabbing the basketball.
Yeah, good job to go for the ball and not get any contact with the hand, and which would eventually draw a foul. And a big defensive stop there by the Knights trying to build on this 2-point lead. 6 minutes left here in the first half.
So once again, Jacob Schadegg will walk this one across for the Knights. Slow-paced offense here for Breese Mater Dei. That's worked at times. Here's Zach Napovanice. Now they get it down low to Zurliene. He has it in the corner. Behind the back. Tax has it blocked. And they get it back. The triple this time. No good for Haake. And rebounded by Jamar McZee.
Murphysboro defense stepping up here in the second quarter.
Clemens with it right side. 5.5 to go here in the second quarter. Just a 2-point Mater Dei lead. Here with it now is Clark. Now a triple. This one, no good for Frazier. A triple. This one, no good for Frazier. They gave Frazier that one. Couldn't connect.
I think you're okay with that for Breese Mater Dei, and you'll give him that shot. If he hits it, tip your cap.
And Frazier, he had that shot against Mount Carmel. The Aces gave him that one. And Breese Mater Dei going to do the same. Drive inside, laying up, no good. Rebound by Frazier of Murphysboro. Across the timeline now are the Red Devils. Looking at the transition. Now we'll get it out to Clemens. Clemens now.
Just a third. And the second one on Murphysboro.
This first half has really rolled along as Carson Lopker is going to check in for the Knights as Jacob Schadegg takes the seat.
You know, Murphysboro, they play that style of play where they just like to kill the clock and make the games go by quickly. I think head coach Daryl Murphy makes plans for after the game that he's got to get to kill a lot of clock in a fast motion.
Zurliene takes it baseline. Hoop and the harm for Jacob Zurliene. One more coming. That was just a nice play there. Kind of faking the handoff and attacking the baseline.
Once again, Zurliene doing a good job of being strong down low, going on the baseline, hitting that shot off glass and drawing the foul. Now a 4-point Knight lead. Try to make it a 5-point Knight lead.
Free throw no good. As Zurliene can't complete the 3-point play, he's got 6 points in the ballgame.
This is where we see Murphysboro hit a big shot. They get down a couple of points, hit a big shot. Get down a couple of points, hit a big shot. So who's going to step up here for the Red Devils?
See if that trend continues. Clark has it left side. Gets it over to Frazier straight away. Screen open, Jaquan Jackson. Now back to Frazier on the right side. They're giving him the 3-point look. Instead, dishes it off to Calvin Clemens. 3:15 to go in the first half. It's a 2-score ball game. In the lane, now dish off to Frazier. Now back to McZeek, has it blocked. Did the Red Devils get it back? Hoop and the harm. That time for Desmond Clark.
Well, they count the shots, the question. I don't think so. Like I said, the foul was on the floor. Murphysboro fans not happy about that. Kind of a close call.
Yeah, initially looked like they were going to count the basket instead. It's going to be just a foul on the floor. Like you mentioned earlier, not a whole lot of fouls on each side. Just the first foul in this one by the Knights. Now Murphysboro will inlet, out of bounds. It's going to be off of the Knights, nearly off of Frazier for Murphysboro, but they keep the basketball. 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Clemens gets it. Now trying to dish off by Frazier, taken away by the Knights. And they keep the basketball on a loose ball. Now running in transition. Wanted a double dribble. Shot no good. And the Knights will look to reload. Drive inside, deflected, as that was Grant Goebel trying to attack. Still Breese Mater Dei basketball. The fans not a fan of that no call.
Mater Dei got away with a travel or carry violation there on the last drive of the basket. Murphysboro fans reasonably upset. We just got to live for the next play.
It's going to be guarded by Napovanice. Now they get it out to Xavier Myers. And there's going to be a foul on the floor. Just the second team foul against Breese Mater Dei.
With Murphysboro, you get a lot of this isolation basketball up. Dribble weaves, a lot of just kind of dribbling around, looking for something to open up. And that happens, get a lot of drives to the basket, a lot of fouls being called. But talk about so far, the officials are letting them play in this first half.
With the basketball is Zeke. Now over to Frazier. He'll fire up another three. That one no good. Again, had the open look at it. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Mitchell Haake, trying to save it on the rebound.
It was an NBA three from Frazier there. And I think one thing, this court, of course, it being a college court, and they have the high school three-point line. I think these guys are kind of unused to that, and they've been shooting longer threes than what they're supposed to.
Drive inside and another foul, as that was Xavier Myers attacking. Another foul on the floor.
And Murphysboro's fans, or correction, Breese Mater Dei fans, not happy with that call, and a couple more subs here for the Knights.
So now 5 team fouls against Murphysboro, 4 on Breese Mater Dei. And the Red Devils still have the basketball. Clemens will get that one in. Gets it back off the inlet. Again, guarded by Napovanice. Again, they go ISO basketball. Spinning inside. Clemens, no good. The follow, no good as well. And a strong rebound by Mitchell Haake.
Red Devils got to take advantage of the open shots they get. They're not going to get a whole lot of second chances with the size of Mater Dei, and it showed right there.
In the half-court set is Breese Mater Dei. Trying to run a little screen and roll. Now Schadegg fires up a triple, no good. And rebounded by Cornelius Davis. Coming off the bench, gets a rebound. Davis has it. Now straight away. McZeek drives it. And lay in. Good, but a charge called, I believe.
Yep.
Charge called there on the lay-in attempt. Again, the Murphysboro fans thought they had a basket. And just a nice play there. Picking up the charge there for Breese Mater Dei.
We talk about it over and over again in basketball as the block charge foul. What's a block? What's a charge? And a lot of the Murphysboro fans thinking that was a block, and a lot of the Breese Mater Dei fans thinking that's right, that's a charge. So regardless, no bucket. Back over to Breese Mater Dei with a 6-point lead. 59.9 seconds left in this first half.
We'll never get 100% consensus on a block charge call.
I agree. I think it's just, and I hate to be the officials having to make that call down low, especially in a super sectional game like this, in a 6-point game. You just got to trust your gut, see what you see, and I'm sure they know more than we do when it comes to that call.
1 minute left here in the first half. It's been kind of a low-scoring ball game, 22-16. Breese Mater Dei out in front by 6. They're going to slow down the tempo. They have it out near the logo with 42 seconds left. Wouldn't be surprised if they hold this one for one shot. But we'll see if they look to strike at some point. Now 30 seconds as Schadegg's going to dribble this one out just past the timeline. He's guarded by Xavier Myers. Now 20 seconds left here in the second quarter as Zach Napovanice with the basketball. Now 15 with Zurliene. He hands off now with 10. Here on the right side is Lopker. Now straight away for Haake. His three rattles out, no good. And Clemens gets it ahead. Three-pointer for Dave. Corliss will have their work cut out to try and move on to Peoria.
Yeah, and the winner, whatever reward that would be, to have to play the number 4 team and number 1 team in the state if you win this game tonight.
Murphysboro will start with the basketball. They go left to right here in this half. And Clemens has the basketball. He gets it over to the left side. And now a little dribble weave. Drive inside for Clemens. His lay-in no good, a little short. And rebounded by Haake. Got a nice look at the basket, just not able to convert once again. That's kind of been a problem for Murphysboro.
Yeah, it's been the tail of the tape so far. They've had some good looks, just can't finish.
And a nice backdoor feed and a lay-in there for Jacob Schadegg. Great start here to the second half. Got off to a great start in the first half. We'll see if that trend continues here for the Knights. They lead now by 8. Clemens going to hand off. Now back to the right wing. That three-pointer, no good for Jaquan Jackson. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
And Murphy's gone cold. The 10-2 run here for Breese Mater Dei.
Left side, here's Napovanice. Over to the right side. Now they get it down low. Haake has the size advantage and converts.
Got a nice pass from Zurliene. Good job by Haake. Getting a good position down low. Once again, Knights using their height advantage in the post.
Double-digit lead now for Breese Mater Dei. Murphysboro in desperate need of an answer. We've seen them do it before here in this one. See if they can do it again. Here on the left side, Clemens. Now a drive into the lane. Shot. It's going to be a foul before the shot. It's going to be Desmond Clark attacking. See if they get that foul on.
On Schadegg. It's his first team foul in the second half.
So Murphysboro still looking for a basket. Kick it to McZeek on the left side. Trying to drive on the big man. And taken away by the big man, Zurliene. What a play.
And the defense by Breese Mater Dei here in the past 2 quarters has been stellar against this Murphysboro offense.
So Caleb Zurliene picks the guard's pocket. And now the Knights look to add to their lead. They're trying to get it down to Zurliene, but knocked away by McZeek. Murphysboro will set up here in their half-court offense. Initially looking to run a little bit. Now it's Clemens going to set up the half-court offense. Still no points here. 5:40 here in the third quarter here in this half for Murphysboro. Now straight away with it. They get it over to Jackson on the left side. He gets it over to McZeek. He's trying to attack. Now this time it's Clemens. He attacks. His lay-in no good. Another nice look at the basket. Just could not finish.
Murphysboro's getting a lot of good shots close to the rim and just can't finish. And it's really hurt them in this game. Down by 10. Still 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Lots of time. They got to find a way to convert.
No points in the first 3 minutes for Murphysboro. But another basket here in the early going of the second half. This one from Grant Goebel. And now it's a 12-point Mater Dei lead. And another timeout taken. Breese Mater Dei feeling really good here in this third quarter. It's a full timeout, so we'll be back in 1 minute here to the Van Terra Center for the Knights of Breese Mater Dei.
They couldn't ask for a better start out the gate here, half number 2. Murphysboro scrambling for an answer.
They have the basketball in desperate need of a shot, like Cole mentioned. On the left side with it, and a travel. Just more trouble offensively there. Xavier Myers with the walk.
That's not what you want. Murphysboro, they just can't do a whole lot right on either end of the floor right now, and trying to give their fans in red shirts something to cheer about this third quarter. A 6-0 Breese Mater Dei run here in the third.
The other end, the Knights will look to add to their lead. Double-digit lead. And it's going to be a foul on the floor against Murphysboro. Just one foul apiece here in the early going in the second half. Now it's going to be inbound. Straight away to Zurliene.
Yeah, I think, Tristan, we talked about it there a lot in the first game. You know, Breese Mater Dei here in the second half, they're going to want to kill a lot of clock. But there's still lots of time left in a 12-point lead.
They're adding to the lead there. Nice passing around the perimeter and a good finish for the big guys. Zurliene once again. And it's a 14-point lead for the Breese Mater Dei Knights. 8 now for Zurliene. And Murphysboro in desperate need of a basket here We're halfway through the third quarter, and they haven't scored in the third quarter. And another turnover. Schadegg in transition all alone. He blows the layup. And knocked out of bounds on the rebound. It doesn't get any easier than that for Breese Mater Dei. You get the steal and the breakaway, just not able to finish.
Well, if they win this game, he'll tell his kids they dunked that basketball. But for right now, when you're up by 14, not the end of the world. Hopefully it doesn't come back and hurt them later on in the ball game.
That's one if you win, you completely forget about.
Yeah. Until Coach brings it up in film the next day.
Straight away with it is Clemens. Now on the left side, Desmond Clark. In the post is McZeke. Fakes, tries to pull up for a jumper. That one no good. Well defended by the big guy, Haake.
Once again, Murphysboro, no answer on either end of the floor right now.
It's going to be Schadegg with the basketball. Here on the right side to Goebel. Looking. Trying to get into the post. And now taken out by Napovanice. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter as the Knights slow down the tempo once again. Here's Zurliene with it, guarded by McZeke. Let's get a screen, feeds it over to Haake, and that's just a nice two-man game as Mitchell Haake gets another lay-in.
Yeah, pick and roll. It's worked for Breese Mater Dei in this third quarter. Look at this lead they have right now, 32-16 as we approach 2.5 left.
Mitchell Haake in double figures with 11, and the Knights have doubled up the lead on the Red Devils of Murphysboro.
A 10-0 run here in the third quarter.
Drive into the lane. Shot no good. Going to be out of bounds off the Knights of Breese Mater Dei, as that was Frazier trying to attack. They will inlet. 2:22 to go in the third. Still no points in the half for Murphysboro. Shot no good, but a foul. So that's going to send Desmond Clark back to the foul line. A 5'11 senior guard.
One thing you can't do here for the Red Devils is put your head down and think this game's over. It's far from over. Still lots of basketball left. You just have not played a good quarter. You got to come out, and for the next 10 or so minutes of this ball game is play good offense, play good defense, try to hit your shots when you can. Still plenty of time left.
First free throw no good for Desmond Clark. And he is a heck of a foul shooter. I mean, just a really rough offensive stretch here. And he misses the second one. I believe he didn't miss a foul shot at the end of that Mount Carmel game.
Well, and they all shot well on Friday against Nashville as well. I mean, they could not buy a basket right now.
And just a severe offensive drought. 4 minutes here in the third. Lay-in up and good for Goebel on the other end. Grant Goebel adds to the lead.
12-0 Knights run.
Big time run here. Murphysboro cannot answer this time. Jaquan Jackson misses another shot here for Murphysboro. 1:45 to go here in the third. Napovanice drives and now kicks. Three-pointer is no good. Off the front of the rim and out of bounds off of Murphysboro.
Just the one big thing is this is almost mental. A mental thing as it is physical. You know, if you're Murphysboro, the world is against you right now. You can't hit a shot. You can't get a stop defensively. And I can only imagine as these players down there on the floor in a big game like this, they can't think positive right now.
And when you miss shot after shot like that, it can be a real mental block. Shot is up and good. It'll fade away.
That's not going to help either.
No doubt. Mitchell Haake again doing work in the post. It's a 20-point lead here for the Knights. 1:20 to go here in the third. Davis off the bench. His lay-in too strong. And rebounded by the Knights again. 1:10 to go here in the third. No points in this quarter for Murphysboro. And Breese Mater Dei's taking advantage.
They're going to take some time too, but it's been the defensive end for the Knights that's really helped this lead. You can make all the shots you want, but defense wins championships. And for the next 9 minutes, it might win them a Super Sectional championship.
And that length and size inside has been a huge problem for Murphysboro to deal with. Little dribble weave out near the logo as Lepker has it. Now over to Napovanice. 35 seconds to go here in the third. Wouldn't surprise me if the Knights held for one shot. Nearly stolen, but the Knights maintain possession. 23 seconds to go in the third. Probably going to start the offense with about 16. They do get it down to the block. Lay in, no good, but a foul. That was just a size mismatch as Zurliene was fouled on the post, touched by Jamar McZee.
Well, Murphysboro fans don't like the foul call there, and once again, Murphysboro just having a hard time handling the size advantage by Breese in the post, and the show's right there, having a foul on the post entry.
And just a very, very frustrating quarter here as the first free throw is good. Hey, it's frustrating for the fans, it's frustrating for the players, the coaches. I mean, when you get in a game like this, the super sectional, you don't score for a whole third quarter. That's really tough to have success following that.
The one to add on to that is Breese played a great third quarter. They've hit their shots, and it's one thing if both teams don't shoot the ball very well, and there may be a 6-point difference, but when Breese makes the run they've had in this third quarter, it's really going to make things very hard on the Red Devils in the fourth quarter.
2 free throws up and good.
I think best scenario here for Murphysboro, you get a big shot here in the final seconds, get some momentum going in that fourth quarter where you're going to need every bit of a miracle.
One last chance to score in the third here for Murphysboro. With it now is a turnover, knocked out of bounds rather. That was Jaquan Jackson with the basketball. So 3 seconds left here in the third. Murphysboro still looking for their first points.
Plenty of time to set something up, get a good shot.
Get it in to Jackson. He fires up a long 3 and no good. And that gets a big cheer from the Breese Mater Dei fans. No points allowed in that quarter by the Knights. It's 38-16. Fourth quarter on the way. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The one to add on to that is Breese Mater Dei played a great third quarter. They've hit their shots, and it's one thing if both teams don't shoot the ball very well, and there may be a 6-point difference, but when Breese Mater Dei makes the run they've had in this third quarter, it's really going to make things very hard on the Red Devils in the fourth quarter.
2 free throws up and good.
I think best scenario here for Murphysboro, you get a big shot here in the final seconds, get some momentum going in that fourth quarter where you're going to need every bit of a miracle.
One last chance to score in the third here for Murphysboro. With it now is a turnover, knocked out of bounds rather. That was Jaquan Jackson with the basketball. So 3 seconds left here in the third. Murphysboro still looking for their first points.
Plenty of time to set something up, get a good shot.
Get it in to Jackson. He fires up a long 3 and no good. And that gets a big cheer from the Breese Mater Dei fans. No points allowed in that quarter by the Knights. It's 38-16. Fourth quarter on the way. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Mater Dei, they led 22-16 at the break, and to be able to lead by 22 points right now, I mean, you can talk about Murphysboro not making any shots, but Mater Dei, they hit their shots and played great defense.
The Red Devils come up with a steal here to start the fourth. Lay-in is good, so the lid is off the rim as Desmond Clark lays it in.
We talked about during the break, a lot of fans making their way to the exits at the end of that third quarter, and for Murphysboro, it's a good way to start the fourth, but man, need a lot of help.
You got to start feeling good about yourself as the Knights look to answer, and they do. Nice little in and out game for the basket to Goebel on the mid-range jumper. On the other end, we're going to foul. It looks like that was Clemens attacking. He'll go to the foul line.
One thing Murphysboro did last week against Nashville in the sectional championship was hit to the rim after Nashville made a shot. It wasn't very often that Murphysboro slowed the basketball down, walked it up court. They like to run as fast as they can, get to the rim, and try to draw fouls like Clemens did right there.
The lefty Clemens knocks down his first free throw. He's got 8 for the game. I feel like he's a guy who's going to have a big fourth quarter if Murphysboro is going to make a run at this one. His free throw is no good on the second one. 1 for 2 trip for him.
And now here comes the time where Breese Mater Dei is going to try to kill as much clock as they can.
And they might as well.
Yep. Nothing but layups at this point.
So the Knights have the basketball. So swinging around. Napovanice with the basketball. Now they swing out to the left side to Goebel. Into the lane. And the lay-in, no good for Haake. The follow, no good for Zurliene. Haake with it again, and this time lays it in.
There's just not much Murphysboro can do. They're being outsized, and you're trying as much as you can with your big dudes in the post, but it's just not working right now.
And once Breese Mater Dei gets positioned down low with Zurliene or Haake, I mean, that's really tough. Nearly taken away by Napovanice, and instead down low, going for the jam for Murphysboro was DeMar McZeek, but he comes up short.
Not even close there for McZee.
Lay-in on the other end, no good for Zurliene, but a foul against the Red Devils.
You know, the reaction on the Murphysboro bench is just, got your hands on your face, and you're just kind of in shock right now with the way things have gone in the past 20 minutes.
I mean, going for a dunk there, that's tough. You just need the 2 points, as the first free throw is good for Zurliene. And Zurliene will have one more. Hits it as well. I mean, Breese Mater Dei has been really impressive from that foul stripe in this one, amongst other things.
Yep.
6:19 to go in the fourth. It's a 25-point lead for Breese Mater Dei. On the right side with it is Clemens. Down low, little fadeaway jumper for McZeek, no good. And rebounded once again by Breese Mater Dei, not giving up a whole lot of second chance opportunities as well. 6 to go here in the ball game. And Breese Mater Dei can take their time.
It outscored Murphysboro 22-5 in the second half.
Just a big-time second half on both ends, really, for the Knights. Nearly turned over there. But that's going to be Mitchell Haake to save it.
And if you're Murphysboro, there's just not much you can do. I mean, you don't really want to foul. I mean, just that third quarter just really killed you.
Haake had it blocked, but another second chance opportunity. And the shot no good for Jacob Schadegg. Murphysboro looking to run. Jackson with it in the corner. He's going to drive. A little floater is no good. And once again, the rebound scooped up by the Knights. 5:13 to go, and once again, the Knights will slow this one down. Even if you turn it over after holding the ball for a minute, that's a successful possession for Breese Mater Dei at this point.
I mean, it's almost too late right now for Murphysboro.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to stay positive, but they have their chances there in the third quarter. I mean, open looks and chances to get stops and offensive rebounds for Breese Mater Dei, and just the world came falling down if you're Murphysboro.
And Mitchell Haake nearly turns it over, saves it. Now 4:38 to go here in the fourth. Yeah, things really spiraled out of control there in that third quarter for Murphysboro as they get the steal. Jackson going to run it in transition. A 2-on-2 break. It's a lay-in. No good, but a foul. I think that's all you can try and do, I think, for Murphysboro is just try and force turnovers and try and get to the foul line because the clock is obviously not on your side here.
Well, and play hard. I'm sure one thing head coach Daryl Murphy is going to say to these guys, probably the next time out if he hasn't already, but said don't look at the scoreboard, just play hard. Play your brand of basketball. It is what it is. Things have happened that you don't like, but at this point, it really goes to show kind of the sportsmanship and the way these kids are raised if they can just kind of go out here and play hard basketball for the final 4.5 minutes.
And at a certain point, you like to get your seniors, some playing time. A few subs checking in for the Red Devils. Yeah, a lot of seniors on this team for Murphysboro. And before the second foul shot, another timeout taken. It's 44-20. Breese Mater Dei up big. We'll be back to the Banterra Center in 1 minute. Kyle Peach, also got Kane Jones, Gordon Limp, and Joe Bogard helping with the multi-cam broadcast.
It's been a big success tonight. These guys work night and day, Wabash Valley College, to produce games like this, and we were fortunate to be able to come here tonight to SIU Carbondale and broadcast a couple of nice basketball games.
Yeah, big thanks to Kyle Peach, setting everything up, overseeing everything, making sure everything's running smoothly. And Cole, this will be our last basketball broadcast for 2 years here at Wabash Valley. It's a bittersweet ending.
Bittersweet is the best way to say. You know, we both are going to move on to higher institutions at universities. You know, hopefully you'll be here at SIU Carbondale. I'll be making my way over east to University of Southern Indiana and looking forward to what we can do with our broadcasting careers.
Murphysboro running transition. Lane is good for Jaquan Jackson. Still a 22-point ball game. Took a visit here to Southern Illinois today. Really nice campus.
Yep.
Really great facilities. And a heck of a basketball arena. I mean, a lot of great players coming through this Saluki basketball program.
Not a bad seat in the house. You know, we're way up here on the top row, and feels like we're courtside. Not a bad seat in the house.
Another steal here for the Red Devils, but taken back by Haake. They're going to get a foul, I believe, against Murphysboro. 3:12 to go here in the ball game. That was Jaquan Jackson going for the steal. And then Mitchell Haake came from behind and took it back. But there was foul there in the scramble for the basketball. Another timeout taken here in this one. There's 3:12 to go. It's 44-24. Breese Mater Dei up big here in this one. It's a full timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute here to the Banterra Center. Following the final 3 minutes here, they lead by 22. They go back door. The lay-in is up and good to the left hand for Grand Noble.
Not much the Knights have done wrong in this second half. This goes to show right there.
Murphysboro with a lot of the bench guys in here in this one. Like to see them get some playing time. Three-pointer off the front of the rim. Tail trying to save it. And it's going to be out of bounds to Breese Mater Dei here. 2:40 to go in the fourth. 24-point lead here for the Knights.
And I think if you're Murphysboro, you know, obviously this game didn't go the way you wanted it to, but what a great year for the Red Devils. You know, 27 wins. Got a couple of big wins last week in the sectional. Beat a state-ranked team in Pickneyville in your own regional. I know this game, you know, the final's not going to be what you want, but a great year for the Red Devils.
Hale gets the steal and lay-in coming in off the bench. And, yeah, no doubt. I mean, if you told them before this postseason, okay, you'll get to go to the super sectional. You'll beat Pickneyville and Nashville. I mean, they take that, right? Yeah. I mean, that's a heck of a run. As Zurliene trying to go for the slam, he lost it out of bounds, had it deflected.
You know, obviously everybody wants to go to Peoria. Everybody wants to win a state championship, but I think, you know, there's a lot of good teams that are going to be playing this weekend. There's a lot of good teams from up north. They're going to meet Breese Mater Dei. That's going to meet Goreville this weekend, and you know, it comes to a certain point of your season that you just got to say, you don't want to be content because obviously you want to be the greatest you can be, but to be happy with what you've accomplished already.
Yeah, I mean, obviously when you're in a scenario like this, you want to keep winning and you know, ride the win streak as long as you can. But at the same time, I think Murphysboro can look back on this season and really be proud of this run they've made and beating a lot of good teams en route to this spot here. Just, you know, it just wasn't their night. I mean, you got to give a lot of credit to Breese Mater Dei, but a lot of the shots that were right on the rim, you get some nice looks for some of your top guys, Calvin Clemens, Jamar McZeek, Desmond Clark, just not able to finish. And you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes the shots just don't drop.
I mean, I think if we could read to that third quarter, you know, 9 times out of 10, Murphysboro is not going to let that happen again. You know, where they didn't score a single point and allowed 18 some odd points, whatever it was, and that's very un-Murphysboro-like. Unlike any team that's going to be here at the Super Sectional, and it's unfortunate for Murphysboro had it come to an end like this and have that quarter happen to them. But at the end of the day, you just got to move on, get ready for next year. A lot of guys coming back for both teams.
Gavin Kuba checks in the first time for Murphysboro. Got another sub in there as well. Let's see the number. It's going to be number 21, Vince Shields, checking in off the bench. First time in this ball game. And now the Knights will look to attack. Here's Haake, as the Knights may just hold this one for the rest of the game. Got a timeout.
Look at a sub for timeouts here.
Yeah. A lot of guys, a platoon swap here for Breese Mater Dei, and they get a standing ovation, a deserved standing ovation here in this one for just a masterful defensive performance and doing more than enough on the offensive end as well.
Yeah, both of them talk about that third quarter. Not only did Murphysboro go cold, but Breese Mater hit their shot to build that lead. It's both into the floor. They'll win you championships, and tonight, that's going to be what's going to win Breese Mater the Super Sectional Championship.
So you got Tyler Jasper into the ball game. He checks it into Tanner Gertis. Also have Alden Moss into the ball game. Van Kassen as well. And now with the basketball is Parker Johnson. So that's the lineup out there for Breese Mater Dei. All the bench guys getting minutes here. For a few seconds, rather. And a steal for Murphysboro. And the lay-in is good for Cornelius Davis. That makes it 46-26 with 30 seconds left to play here. Breese Mater Dei cruising in this one. They are going to take on the winner of Chicago Corliss and the number one team, Chicago, or back-to-back state champs. Just, that's going to be tough for any team to take that team down in the state finals.
Yeah, but we'll see Murphysboro play their kind of basketball, which they did tonight, slowed things down, and defense wins championships. And I think Murphysboro, a very comparable team to both those teams up in Chicago. And so interesting to see how the Knights are going to do this weekend in Peoria.
So, looks like the Knights will just dribble this one out with 10. It's Tanner Gertis dribbling this one around. And nice to see the cheers on both sides. Definitely a bigger standing ovation for the Knights, but a nice show of hands there for Murphysboro for a great season for them. The final 46-26. You know, we've talked about it before. Just way too much were the Knights to handle for the Red Devils tonight.
Yeah, that third quarter really killed the Red Devils. They played well in the first half, was still in it, only down by 6 at halftime. But when you go scoreless for an entire 8 minutes, you're not going to win ball game. That's what happened tonight to the Red Devils.
Yeah, the Red Devils just could not buy a basket or free throws there in that third quarter, and Breese Mater Dei really built the lead, and they get the win 46-26. So that's going to do it for us here from the Super Sectional. Well, this is the end of the road here for basketball season for us here on the high school side.
Yeah, it's been fun, man. 2 years at Wabash Valley College. A lot of long nights for both of us, a lot of late, long drives, but wouldn't want it any other way. I love the 2 years here. Love everybody I've been working with, including you, Kyle, Joe, Drew, Kane. The list goes on and on of guys who have helped us over the past couple of years build a resume, build a highlight reel, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
We'd like to thank our behind-the-scenes crew. Got Drew Pountain, Kane Jones, Gordy Limp, and Joe Bogard running things for us, and Kyle Peach, of course, overseeing things for us as well, keeping us on air. So for Cole Carter, I'm Tristan Thomas. Have a good night.